Welcome back and happy Saturday. I'm Josephine Sage. Let's talk weather. Now, what we're expecting as we're getting throughout this weekend is similar to what we've been watching all week this week. We did have those overcast skies today, but as we wake up tomorrow, yes, we are expecting another round of some storms, some thunderstorms at that. That means some moisture expected all day tomorrow, and yes, those higher elevation areas are expecting some spring snow through Steamboat Springs, through Vail Pass, and even stretching down to Gunnison and Crested Butte. We're still expecting a couple more inches to hit the ground, but then as we start up the work week, we're going to kind of say goodbye to, of course, this moisture and temperatures that are around these seasonal averages and say hello to some sunshine and a little bit of an increase in temperatures, because by Wednesday, Thursday, even Friday, we're going to jump up into those 60s, even upper 60s, and possibly even those 70s for that first week of April. We'll even notice that our wind speeds today were a little bit elevated as kind of these storms are being pushed on in for us tomorrow. So this evening, they could still be varying as we're in those double digits in terms of, well, those wind gusts. And this is what we're watching move on in tomorrow. Yes, this closed low has been making its way across the Great Basin, and that's what's giving us these widespread storms. The majority, again, of this moisture is going to land in those mountainous regions, but we're expecting a little bit of some spring moisture locally. Now, earlier today, we were feeling 65 in Grand Junction, 70 through Moab. Those desert valleys are starting to jump up. We're also looking at 55 from Glade Park. 62 is what Montrose hit today. And further east, actually in those low 50s. Paonia, upper 50s, mid 50s through Glenwood, Carbondale, and even upper 50s also through Parachute. Our almanac's going to show us that we were actually a couple degrees above what we're typically used to this time of year. 65 instead of that typical 62. That low end of things also just a few degrees above what we are typically used to. Now, I still have Pepe hanging out with me this week for the dog walking forecast. Yes, it's going to be cloudy. Yes, it's going to be rainy tomorrow, but we're still going to get up into those 60s as we look towards those Sunday afternoon hours. And please feel free to send me a photo of your puppet, jsage@krxtv.com. As spring season gets in full force, we're going to start to have some warmer temperatures and, of course, that perfect walking weather as you're headed out and about. Now, I also want to talk about our typical last freeze. It is still 23 days away as we look towards April 22nd. But, you know, those evening temperatures are going to fluctuate. We're going to start to see them push up into those 40s like how we even felt last night. However, we could still jump down below that sub-freezing range. Keep that in mind with those outside plants and be cautious about covering them when we are dropping below those freezing temperatures. But we'll even notice as we take a look ahead, yes, there is that chance for below normal temperatures, but mostly we're going to stay right around what we're typically used to. Yes, tomorrow, a little bit of a drop. The rest of this work week, though, feeling pleasant until Saturday. We're going to have another drop in temperatures, but we'll notice that as we kind of get through tomorrow with those thunderstorms, 50s, Monday 50s as well, then 60s as we continue. Now, Montrose is also feeling that same trend, but a few degrees cooler. We're going to notice on Friday, Montrose is even going to get up to 70 degrees before, yes, then again, that pretty fat drop as we look ahead.